Hey everyone, how's it going? So, time for a review. So, today's review is going to be on the Luft Concepts Avant, or AVNT. I absolutely love this knife. When I first saw it, when it came out in my Carta, I want to say that was like middle of last year. I knew I wanted one so bad, but at that time, the price was just a little bit too much for me at the time. But when I saw this titanium one come out, I was like, I don't really care about the price. I'm buying one. I don't care. And then I saw that eKnives.com had an exclusive coming out, but it was all blacked out with zircotie, backspacer, and pivot collars. If it wasn't blacked out and just had the zircotie pivot collar and backspacer, I totally would have got that one. I'm just not a fan of black blades anymore. I don't know why. I love the set. I love being able to see the grind lines on a knife. So I went with the titanium one. So let's take it out and take a peek here. So this knife comes with this really nice case. Not the best case in the whole world, but I mean it's a case. It has very nice padding. It also came with a few stickers, which I gave those away already. And it comes with a nice little microfiber towel with their logo on it. So let's just put this down. This case also has two zippers. It can also be, if you want to, it can be locked with a little lock if you wanted to lock it. Inside, we just have one pouch or one slot here to put a knife in. You could probably fit a pen in there too if you want. And here's the knife. So, this is what she looks like. Here, let me put this off to the... Actually, let's put it up here. Alright, here's... Actually, you know what? Hold on. I need to take a sip of coffee. I need to get some energy. Okay, so, here's the knife, guys. Super cool looking knife. I think what really drew me to this knife was the way this blade slopes down into the scales. And just that it sits back more, this blade hole isn't way up here, it's down towards the middle. And when I flick a knife, like, it's perfect spots for me. I can even flick it with my ring finger if I wanted to. I think I can flick this knife with, I can flick with basically every finger. Let's see, what else? Oh, the scales are beautiful. I love this, what do you want to call this? Dimpled honeycomb? Honeycomb, I guess. Honeycomb pattern on here. It provides a really nice grip when you hold on to this knife. The one downfall about this honeycomb pattern is that with the clip. I have noticed, so I've been carrying this knife all week. I was supposed to carry the PMP user 2, but I got this in the mail and decided I want to carry this instead. Because that user 2, well, we'll talk about that in another video. But I have noticed that this honeycomb kind of tears my jeans up a little bit. Not horribly bad because it does have a wire clip. So it's not as bad as if it were to have a clip like... what knife has a clip like that? Geez, I don't know. I don't really see any up here. If it were to have like just a Wii knife's clip, just like a straight clip with that little thing on the bottom, I feel like this would do way less damage in your jeans. But it does tear it up a little bit, so be aware of that. The wire clip, in my opinion, is probably the best clip you can get on a knife. They're very versatile. They don't snag on anything. They go in and out of your pocket extremely easy due to them being rounded. Just an all-around great clip. The screws on here, let's see what they are. I think they're just all T8s, to be honest. Oh, no, that's bigger than a T8. What is that, T9? Oh, I guess it's a T8. It's a T8. It just felt bigger. Yep, so T8s all the way around, which we definitely love to see. I am extremely happy that T6 frame screws have kind of been lost to the wayside, and we're getting T8s now, which is fantastic. I just wish that the pivots were T10s and the frame screws were T8s. I think that would be more ideal. So then you don't have any chance of stripping out or rounding off these torques in the pivot. Because when you get a knife, sometimes they use Loctite. And even with a T8, man, if you don't have a perfect T8, like like that isn't worn at all or rounded, you can still round these off pretty easy with a T8. So I think with a T10, it gives you a little bit more robust, and you have way less of a chance to strip these inside part out. So maybe that'll be the next evolution in pivots is T10s. So all right, so also has a reversible pocket clip. I think that screw just looks. I think I might take that out. It looks weird. It's huge, right? It just. I think it would have been better if they would not have included this and just left it open, because that is a humongous. It just looks weird to me. Also on this knife, before we open it, it does have a flipper. The flipper is above the pivot, so you get absolutely fantastic flipping action from this. Whenever you have a flipper that is above the pivot, it's far superior than if it's below. You get a lot more leverage on there, and it really swings open pretty good. When you flip this open, this actually pops. You actually like a recoil from the bottom. It's so strong. It's kind of interesting, actually. I don't really have any knives that actually have that much of a recoil on the flip. So we have zirconium pivot collars on here, which is freaking awesome to see. Even has a zirconium backspacer. I think that would have really set this off if we got a wire clip that was also zirconium. I think that would have been really, really over the top. You know, it would look really nice. I want to say that these screws are, I'm pretty sure that they are titanium also. Yep. All the hardware is titanium, so that's nice. Let me just check this. This is checked. I don't think it is. Oh yeah, and the clip is the clip is titanium too, I guess. Not magnetic. All right. The finishing work on this is absolutely beautiful. It is made by Riot, so I mean, the name speaks for itself. They do amazing work on their knives. Perfectly centered. Oh, another thing that's cool about this knife, guys, it has a rounded spine. Like what you see on the MKMs or the Fox. I think Fox does it too. It's a lot of Italian companies. They do a rounded spine. That really gives this knife a super cool look. I love that. It looks fantastic. Also, on the inside of here, it's also chamfered, or not chamfered, but rounded. So you don't have to worry about it sticking when you flick it open. You don't have to worry about this edge sticking and scraping up your fingernail. It's perfectly smooth and rounded. So, I think that pretty much covers the outside of this. Anything else? No. All right. Also there is a cool little. I like how they did their logo on both sides of this flipper. Kind of a cool little touch. All right, let's flip this bad boy open. So here's the flipper. You can do the light switch works perfect. The push button works perfect. And this thing literally fires open on that flipper. It's kind of crazy. It literally rockets out of there. And this guy, this works fantastic. You can do ring finger. You can literally flick it open with any finger. All right, so now that we got it open, let's talk about the Ergos first. The Ergos on here are beautiful. They did a very good job on this curve right here. It really allows you to either choke up or sit back a little bit and still be extremely comfortable. The little upswept here on the blade provides perfect spot for your thumb. Jipping on here is not necessary. your thumb is not going to go anywhere. If you push into this, it's not going to slide up at all. So it doesn't need jimping. Oh yeah, the handle, the rest of the handle is great, man. There's no hot spots. You can barely feel the clip. Another thing I like too, I don't know if they did this on purpose or not, but you see how this is angled right here? When you're flipping this, look, I get like literally contours to your hand. It is so comfortable to flip this knife. It like literally sits perfectly in your hand. I really like that. I don't know if they did it on purpose or if it's just like a style thing they liked, or it's perfect. Perfect. Access to the liner lock. It looks like it wouldn't be good because you can barely see it, but it's actually decent. It's not bad. Ideally, well, no, I shouldn't even say that. No, it's perfect, man. It's perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. I like how they chamfered this top part here, so it's kind of like curved like this a little bit. These are nested liners, which is really awesome. Gives it a very nice, clean look. There is absolutely zero lock stick on here. The detent is literally tuned to perfection. This detent on this knife is ridiculous. I would probably say that this knife has the best, well, one of the best detents in my collection. To be honest, the Canadian knife company Sleeper has probably the best detent out of my collection. The detent on that knife is ridiculous. But this knife has a very nice detent. One thing about the detent, though, I do not like. It is a very late detent. We're about right there to the disengagement. That's pretty far down there. And when you go up like this, the lock is not, it doesn't like snap into place. I don't know, and it grinds pretty like that. You can feel that detent like just grinding on that ramp, the detent ramp. It'd be nice if this knife would just like snap, snap into the lock, but it doesn't. But it's not a humongous thing. I do wish, see, that's where the detent stops. Like, that's a pretty late detent, in my opinion. Ideally, I would like it like this. Like when you disengage this, the detent should be almost instantaneous, not a 1/4 inch down the thing here. That's a pretty late detent, but it's just a minor thing, very minor. This is rolling on cage ceramic bearings. Oh, it also has stop pins, internal stop pins, which I also like to see. One thing I really wish, though, man, I really wish when you flick this knife open, you had a ting. There's no ting, unfortunately, because of the internal stop pins. You don't get that really on internal stop pins. But it has a nice noise. It's a hollow thud, like you would expect from internal, pins, especially with titanium. So, oh, you know what? Another cool little touch. I don't know if you can see this in here. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to, but on this nested liner, actually, here, let me see if we can see this. Can you all see that in there? It actually says AVNT -M390. So that's super cool that they did that. I don't know if you guys can see. Can you see that in there? Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. Yeah, I think you can kind of see it in there. Yeah, so that's a cool little touch. I like that. That's a really cool touch. I love when companies do little things like that. And I also really appreciate that there is no anything, logos or anything on the blade. I love that. It is very minimalistic blade. Nothing on there. No logos, no writing, no nothing. I like how they chose to do the stuff on the inside here. That's such a cool touch. I really like that a lot. Speaking of the blade, we have M390, beautiful hollow grind, beautiful blade hole. The shape is super cool. Due to the extreme down sweep here, you would think that this wouldn't be good for like pointies, like detail work. But due to the angle on this, you can really, the tip is very easy to use. On a lot of upsweeps like this, oh wow, I just cut myself. Yep, sure did. A lot of these upsweeps are hard to access the tip, but this one is very easy, super easy. The grind lines, beautiful grind lines. I don't know if this is coming through very well on here. Nice grind lines. The plunge. Okay, the plunge. I don't know why they didn't put a sharpening choil on this. I don't know if they just wanted to keep it like very simple looking and like streamlined. But this plunge ends right at the end of this bevel. I don't know why they did that. Yeah, kind of a poor decision there. I wish they would have put a choil in here. Because when you go to sharpen this, you're probably going to get a smiley if you're not careful. So, albeit it does look very nice like this. With the choil, it would not have like this very cool look. I mean, it still would, but without the choil, it really looks very clean. Super, super clean looking. So maybe they did it for that reason. But in all honesty, it needs a sharpening choil. Which I will probably put one in at some point with my Dremel. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I don't know if I want to mess this knife up. But yeah, speaking of bevels, the bevels are super nice. Nice even bevels, although on both sides they are exactly the same. I'll probably guess that this is a 22-degree angle or so, something like that. With a hollow grind, this thing cuts absolutely incredible. Yeah, let me see if I can find a piece of paper. Let's see here. Piece of paper. I know it all right here. We'll just get this one. I mean, it cuts very nicely. You know, I mean, oh my gosh, it almost took my thumb off. It cuts beautifully, you know. So, very, very sharp. I have not touched anything on here. I did give it a little bit of oil, though, just to help with the break-in process. So it wears nicely. I put a little bit of oil on the detent and also a little bit down through the top here and on the bottom on the bearings, just so it breaks in nice, you know. So yeah, this knife is fantastic, guys. It's a great knife It's $350. I think that is a fantastic price. Oh, you know what? Before I say anything else, another cool feature about this is that there is no skeletonization. I don't know if that's even a word, but it's all nice and flat in here on those liners. It's all solid, one solid piece. And the liners are also titanium too. So that's super cool. Nice solid piece in here. I really like to see that. I don't like the skeleton work. I like it nice. Yeah, nice and even, nice and flat. I can definitely tell that they did a lot of thinking on this knife. There's a lot of cool little touches on this knife that you really don't see on other knives. So I really appreciate them taking the time to really, you know, perfect this knife. I just wish that there was some kind of choil and then that the detent was not as late. Very simple little things to do, but maybe they did it for a reason. I don't know. Oh, you know what? And it's also very smooth and very drop shutty. So if you like drop shutties, yeah. So what I was saying before, this knife comes in at $350. You can pick it up on no, who had this? I got this off of oh hell. Where'd I get this? River's Edge Cutlery or something like that. Man, where'd I buy this? Damn. I think it was River's Edge Cutlery I got this. There's a couple other places that have this too now. Oh no, you know, I got this off DLT. That's where I got this, DLT. River's Edge Cutlery does have this also in stock. They were in stock as of this morning on both websites. It was $350. E-Knives has an exclusive, which is all blacked out with Zircuti collars on both sides and a Zircuti backspacer. They also have the micarta version in stock. They have the satin blade with the natural micarta, and I think they have the DLC with the green micarta in stock. or maybe it's the natural. I don't know. I just know that they have two of the micarta ones in stock. The E9's exclusive runs $450, which is a fantastic deal for those. That's a great deal. Normally, just a Zircuti backspacer just by itself is like an extra $150. So the fact that you get the collars and the backspacer, that's great, man. That's for only $100 more. That's an awesome deal. I really wanted to go with that knife, but I hate the all blacked out look. I'm just not a fan of it. Um, so yeah, I think that really covers everything on this knife. Let me just give it one little look over just to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I talked about the Ergos. I talked about the clip, the collars, the hardware, the blade, no choil, the detent being a little off. Not off, I shouldn't say that. Detent's not off, it just is a little late detent. I talked about the inside markings. Yeah, I don't know anything else, guys. If you have $350 and you want to buy a very nice, well-made folder, I mean, this is made by Riyadh, so you know it's good. Like, if you're looking for something a little bit different, I shouldn't say different, unique and streamlined, this is a fantastic option to go with. It really is a great knife, guys. It's really, really, really nice. They really did a great job. So, with that being said, I think I'm going to end it on this. If you haven't already looked at the couple videos ago, there might be something in there you might want to check out. I'll just say that. I'm going to be doing that coming up here in the next couple days, and we'll see what someone gets. So, oh yeah, you know what? I did get another knife yesterday. I'll just pop in here real quick. I'm going to be doing a thing on the mini sheepdog button lock, an aluminum 154 cm. So this is a really cool little knife. We'll talk about this in a different video. Just want to pop that on there. Just a little new thing that I got. Also, guys, if you're interested, on my Instagram, it's just my Zachariah, same as on my YouTube. I have a whole bunch of knives for sale. There's like 26 knives for sale right now. It's a post that just has a white piece of paper with a whole bunch of prices. And then there's 3 other pictures that have all the knives in them. So if you want to check it out, if you mention that if you heard this on YouTube, I'll give you 10% off of any knife you want. If you buy 2 knives, I'll give you 15% off each one. And that also includes shipping. So just mention that you heard it on YouTube. And yeah, we'll get you taken care of. I do have other knives I'm going to put on there. Which I will probably do maybe today. So keep a lookout for that. And yeah, we'll just end it there. Thanks for watching, guys. And we'll catch you on the next one.